And we are live. Welcome on back to the Persona Dunga Donga Ranga Gongos and Dragons. As usual, we'll start out with a little recap if somebody would like to take the helm.
I suppose I can do the recap.
Okie doke.
Let's see. So, it was all social hours. We got Akio's cat backstory on where all the cats came from. Ryuzo met Cactus Man. Ryuzo and Hara did their stakeout part V2 and interrogated someone. Let's see. The palace owner from our latest palace adventures turned themselves in. Any other major events? May has a cat.
May has a cat.
And Paul almost messed up Curry, but managed to make it in the end.
Paul did have a time making curry last time. That is.
I think those are the major notes.
Is indeed the major note. With that out of the way, I'll get everyone to throw on that inspiration D20 out, and we'll see who takes the cake today.
Cake bread. All right, see how today's going to go.
Strong rolls. Yep.
Man, we got some rolls today.
One of those days.
All right. Well, Kaime, you get your funny little inspiration off of 13. You can hold your head proud. You rolled above 10.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't think there's gonna be too many important skill checks today, so that's good. All right. So without further ado, I shall shift the music. Let's do I'll start with this. Do this one is so less changing the spot, just changing the track is so much less friendly. But so whence last we left off, we were on the
We had the 27th, I believe.
We were at the night of Monday the 27th. So we will pick up from Tuesday the 28th. So I would say probably nothing too eventful happens from work and school perspective, so we can jump ahead to the free time, and you may send yourselves where you please.
mirror right in front of me. That's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a sharpshooter.
Alrighty. Let's look at what we have here. Bobbity boo. Kayame, is that some working I see?
Yes.
That's the making of the money. 1,000 gold to the party inventory. May, whilst thou be having a conversation with Paul?
Yeah, just link up or like one conversation. Doesn't need to be like a scene.
That's good with you, Paul?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oak. Then over at the library. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll hold that for a second.
Oh! I was just being fun.
Hada at the general store.
Yeah. Just going for the groceries and +1 convo unless we're due for a scene.
No scene due, no scene due at all. And alright, Ryuzo. You go in to the food store, or the fast food place,
Mm-hmm.
and the girl you're used to seeing working the counter isn't there today, which is odd. Because you almost never see her not there.
That is kind of odd.
It is kind of odd. However, conveniently, your rewards app doesn't care who's working.
I was gonna say I don't really like talk to her much, so I don't really know what to do with that info.
There's not a whole lot you do with that info. All you know is just that, normally
You just make a mental note about it.
yeah. Normally you would never see that one employee not there. Okay. Now. Here's a fun one. Give me one moment. To start with, as you arrive at the library, you see a rough and tough punk-looking guy walk out. He looks at
As
you
you do.
and gives you like a scoff and just walks by, basically doing the most stereotypical wannabe Yakuza walk you've ever seen in your life.
Is it overly exaggerated?
Yes.
He'll kind of just, He won't like move his body or his head, but his eyes will just kind of like track him as he kind of walks away.
He starts walking down the street, and like every time, like he's like half hunched over, like crouch walking, basically. Like he is doing the full 9 bars as he walks off.
What?
He's like doing like a weird, like leaned back, half crouched down, knees bent.
I'm having a hard time picturing.
He's doing the.
It's like,
Oh, you know what?
my-
He's doing the
because-
Doflamingo walk.
oh, all right.
Which I've sent a gif of in the Path to Fight.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even funnier. It's just his legs moving.
That is something.
kind of sits on that fantastic walk cycle for a moment. Only a moment. Realize, thank God he doesn't walk like that when he walks.
As you walk in, close to the desk, you see the pages of a torn up book just on the ground. And the guy behind the desk looking mildly distressed.
Did that guy do something to that book? He points at it.
Oh, yeah, just... It kind of seems like he knows what he wants. Like, you get this feeling that he doesn't entirely want to go into too much detail, but he's just like, yeah, he guess thinking he was tough, just kind of tore it up.
Well, destruction of property doesn't make you very tough, really. In fact, it makes you look pretty weak.
Yeah, honestly, I think he was a little confused too.
Why do you say that?
Well, he basically came in and said something along the lines of, now with me in town to deal with, you best be getting rid of those return fees or whatever. Which, we don't charge return fees? I'm not sure what that was
really?
about.
Maybe he's not from around here. Shrug.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I have a feeling that this isn't the last we'll see of him. Especially considering he decided to make the fuss after making his library card.
He kind of like tilts his head at that.
Which he so lovingly left on the counter. And you catch a glimpse of the card that's on the counter. And you see the name Kikuchi Takao.
That's a fucking name.
Sure is.
I'm not gonna fucking even try to write that down.
I will horribly butcher the spelling of it, but
I
I'll write it down.
will throw it in the Path to Find chat.
Akio mentally notes this man as the bookstore goon. That guy's back. It's not even close to how I thought that was spelled.
I got the last name right.
Nice. Let's see if I can do...
Cool. The important thing is he'll remember his face. At least.
Correct.
I'll try and be in here a little more often then. I don't want that guy messing around with you anymore.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it too much, but I do appreciate the vote of confidence.
I just hate seeing people get pushed around like that or anything of the sort, really. Anyway, I'm gonna look around.
Sure. You go around, you look around.
Yes.
And as you're looking around, you get this weird feeling that
Yes.
you should plop his name into the navigation app.
Oh, yeah. He gets the thought and pulls out his phone and looks up the name.
You get a result in the Tamiras.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wacky even. Well, that's no good.
And that is the +1 convo and the reveal of the social target.
Wow. The bookstore goon. Fucking.
There it is.
No,
Beautiful
side
book.
good.
All right. With that, that squares away our library scene.
Duh.
And that should also square away everyone else. Leave.
Mm-hmm.
So we will go ahead and transition to the night time of the 28th, where nothing necessarily impressive is going to happen. But so we'll jump ahead to the morning of the 29th, where, unless anybody had anything they wanted to do for work/school hours, they proceed as normal and we go to free time again.
Mm-hmm.
Wacky.
May send yourselves as you please.
Let's go to the arcade.
I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it always be burning
Okay. Let's have a look-see here.
for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter at Paul's masquerade. Hiding both
Alright.
face and
May,
free for you
Mhm.
to throw.
you get some practice in for the upcoming tournament, and you get a combo.
Mhm. I feel like half the practice is also distracted by cat activities.
Yes. Definitely.
Yes.
Paul, tradition convo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, over here at the cafe, we've got a Ryuzo and Hada. We've got a Ryuzo and Hada, or we've got a Ryuzo and Akio, or we've got a Hada and Akio.
So many decisions.
Decisions to be made.
Or we just do a small scene and have all of us.
Correct. However, pretty much all of them are due for social scene up, so it might be.
I'll
I mean-
let Hada have this one, then I'll move. I didn't realize you were that close.
I could probably make it work for all three of us.
If God thinks we can make
I will.
something work for all three of us, and we'll allow it, then that'll work. But if not, I can dip.
I
I got
think.
the bathhouse coupons. I can convince these fools to go to the bathhouse.
I think I could
Interesting.
do. I could probably do Ryuzo and Akio and Ryuzo and Akio and Hada and Akio, probably. Given that Ryuzo and Hada
Well-
are at 8.5 convos.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Waiting for.
I can't really move, but
So it might make sense to just do. We could probably two for the social link up with Akio.
I am
Specifically
okay with
because Hada and Akio would be going to link level 3. They're still pretty far behind.
that. Did I hit 3 with Akio? I don't remember.
You did.
Gotta check.
You're about to hit 4 with Akio.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm behind with everybody.
Alright, but
Except
first.
me.
But first. I caught someone going somewhere that's due for a link up.
I have no CMIs. You're going. You're leading us. Hey, I finally wanted to return this.
Oh. Glad to see it.
She hold it like an old movie she's had for a while.
We'll just take this back, process that, and we're square. So, I saw it unfortunately come back. You saw the chamber.
Yes, that came back the other week.
How was it? What was your thoughts?
Perfectly bad, but in a good way.
It really is.
My friend liked it though, so I guess that's a plus for him.
It did seem to have like a special taste for that kind of stuff.
It's always fun to watch that sort of thing, though.
Well, if you ever want recommendations for a movie like it, just let me know. We're dying to get it off our shelves.
I'm looking for something a bit more exciting, I think.
Well, those ones leave the shelves no problem, but you're still welcome to get them if you want.
What would you personally recommend? Oh, it's like I haven't been doing this in a while.
Ooh, there's a new Phantom Breakers movie that came out you might like.
Ah, I see. And pause for translation.
Ghostbuster. Phantom Breaker.
Yeah, sure, I'll give that a shot.
Alright, it is right at the... And then she points you to generic Ghostbusters aisle number 39,999. Grab it. You come back. Alright. And with that, your rental period of technically whenever you want has begun.
Oh, great, sounds good.
Alright. See you when you're done.
She's not very high link, is she?
No, this is link level 3.
Yeah, okay, no. Nothing further.
So I was just like, we should get this out of the way.
Nothing further.
But you get the funny little... And now shadows with the star type will be marked with an identifier.
Wow.
Wow. And then we will jump straight over here. And I shall let you free.
All right. Well, Hada seems to have an idea for this, so I concede the floor. I'm not going to start it.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not a
hold on.
great idea, but it's
We gotta wait for the cats. You're right.
It's very important.
I don't think we need something crazy. I mean, I'd be going to level 4 with the Akio, you to 3. I don't think we need anything terribly profound.
Honestly, as long as you each talk to him, I'll give it to you.
Exactly.
So as we are drinking, I'm drinking my tea, and I'm assuming Ryuzo's enjoying some coffee.
Absolutely.
I will look at Ryuzo, or not Ryuzo. I will look at Akio and say, you know, we don't hang out enough. We don't know each other well enough.
Are you saying that just to Akio or both of us, for clarity?
Just Akio, but it's kind of in the three of us should hang out more.
Okay.
I feel like we barely know anything about you, Akio.
Ryuzo kind of ponders for a second before kind of nodding his head in agreement and being like, yeah, you know, you're right. Now I think about it. We really don't.
Akio, you're getting questioned by the fuzz. How do you respond?
Been thinking this whole time. Oh, fuck!
I suppose. Are we in uniform? Because I'm assuming no.
I'm not. It's after work. I've changed into my street clothes.
Yeah. So it's not full on like you're being questioned by the police vibe. But we are still the police.
I know, but it's also that like, no, I'm not gonna go into the backstory. 'Cause that's like high level shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
not
think,
asking for that.
I think tonally though, you're not being interrogated is the distinction.
It's like the problem is that all Akio really does like all day is work. It's all he does.
That's true. And last time I tried to learn more about work, I didn't get a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm gonna try and say, hey, we should hang out.
Yeah, away from work.
But Akio needs to keep working. Smile. But I guess for the sake of don't know what the fuck to do, Akio's just kind of looking at the counter. Like he stares at that for a second. He like looks to his side. Like, he's just kind of like absent-mindedly just like drying out like a glass from a dishwasher or something. Like he's just like he looks at the ceiling. And he's just like, and then he just looks at the both of you. All I do is work all day. I don't have anything too interesting to say about myself.
Well, even still, we can still hang out and shoot the breeze sometime. And I will reach into my pocket and pull out the bathhouse coupon book and put it on the table. The owner of the bathhouse gave me this coupon book last time I was there. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty good place to just have a nice, relaxing soak.
Above
Perception
board.
check.
Oh.
Perception check.
Okay.
How's Aki gonna worm his way out of this one?
God, you were trying to say something?
Ah, that's not a good one. Damn.
was
Oh,
gonna
wait.
say-
Should I roll it too, or no?
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at him, yes.
Yeah, I am. Hold on. 23.
Okay, so you notice when the bathhouse is brought up, you notice Akio, like very subtly, he gets like uncomfortable of the idea. It's very obvious, at least from what you see, which is rare for him to be uncomfortable.
What was the last, what was the end of Hada's line? Before I say anything? It's just that you had a coupon for the bathhouse, right?
Yeah. Not a we should go there. It's just a hey, this is something we could do kind of thing. Not a I'm dead set on this.
Yeah, no, even like he just brought it up. It's just like that might be a suggestion, a place we might go.
I'm gonna say, Ryuzo, you mentioned the coupon, and then I let the silence breathe for like a few seconds while I'm kind of looking over Akio, and I catch the vibe. The Ryuzo will chime up and be like, it would be nice to get to the bathhouse and relax sometime, but maybe for a first outing of getting Mr. Akio here out of the cafe, maybe something like going into the city and playing some pool or something else like that might be a better start.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That would be great too.
He breathes an audible sigh of relief.
This way I'm not shooting down Hada and you get to relax.
Man, above board. What a pair of characters to invite Akio to a bathhouse.
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
Because man, you're
Man.
real unfortunate if he went to the bathhouse and took his shirt off.
In front of the cops.
Like I said, I didn't say it was a good idea.
You don't
could
know.
always,
You don't know.
You could always pull the thing where we get there and you just don't take your shirt off and then refuse to explain
Yeah,
why.
but then that's fucking weird.
It is. But yes, you have your out.
I think it would be absolutely hilarious. Like, aside from still wearing the shirt, Akio is butt naked. In the
Keeps the
back.
towel too.
Who's pulling this cock?
No, that would be quite funny.
Yeah, it's very funny, huh?
But yes, potential pool.
Yeah.
Pool is a listed thing, but
Sigh of relief.
you know, pool,
Table pool, table pool,
bowling,
table pool.
etc.
Table pool, table pool.
Just think about it. Doesn't have to be right now or anything. Just hang out sometime.
It would be nice to get you out, Akio.
Yeah, people pulling me away from this place a lot these days.
I'm sure if we were to ask Paul, he'd agree you could stand to get out more as well.
Don't I know that?
Like Hada said, it doesn't have to be right away, and it doesn't have to be all the time, but even with how much you work, you gotta give yourself a little bit of time, and every now and again at the very least.
I know fighting against you guys is pointless, so
I just look over at Hada and like crack a little bit of a grin of a like, we managed it.
I promise you won't regret it.
okay.
That's all I had.
Yeah, nothing big. Kind of set up for later.
Alright. With that, some promises made. We'll give you 2 of these.
What?
So, Ryuzo and Akio hit Link level 4, which gives you Baton Pass Pack Tactics.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We can make
and-
Akio get to attack.
What?
Well, you can't.
That's true.
Hada
But you'll be there
and
soon.
Akio. You guys get nothing new because it's just your shadows being marked with an identifier,
Wacky.
which you already had with other players. Wow. All right. And I shall let the rest of the scene play out in the background as the important part ends and we fade out and square away the last of the social hours. So it shall become the night time of the 29th. And
Did you take yourself to the town map, but nobody else?
Don't
There you go.
don't make sense to me.
Say-
Don't make
He's like,
sense to
"Shut."
me. Don't. I. We're lacking brain cells today. All right,
Yes.
Just making sure.
it's a day.
I don't know, maybe you were doing something in secret.
No. I'm just dumb.
Understandable.
All right. So we shall become the 30th, and
Turd.
I'll reveal this bad boy.
You said turd.
School workday goes as expected unless anybody was doing something special. But I'm assuming probably not. And
No.
I'll jump us ahead to the social hours.
What's funny is I thought about going to the shrine last out of social hours just to check.
Yeah, what's funny is that I've had him placed there waiting for the day that I was going to make him actually there.
God damn it.
Paul wanders off into the woods.
Butte. So Paul.
Didn't we have weapon parts?
You do have weapon parts.
I'll go say hi to the blacksmith then.
Doke. Paul, go ahead and roll me a D100.
$57.
Paul, you do pretty good. You come home with 350 XP after your outing today.
Woo.
Just killing things in the woods. Alright. Let's take a look. See here. We got Ryuzo. Roll me
I
a
said do-
perception.
Oh, okay, fair.
Oh, you
If I
rolled-
get him, I say do my scene last.
Yep.
19.
Alright, so funny thing is, it would be pain and suffering if I did a scene every time you found him. So you find him and you get a convo.
That works for me. Because, yeah, we're getting up to the higher tiers of him, right? Well, not high, but
Well, he's only at like tier 3.
I was going to say, he's past 2 finally, where he levels up when you talk to him once.
Yep.
Is he tracked in our social links?
Yep, he's a hermit.
Oh, he's hermit. Okay. Thank you.
Alright. So, Jim, just convo.
Yeah.
Weapon shop. You're gonna drop off the weapon parts and see what he can make with them.
Mm-hmm.
What I will do, I will give you a +1 convo. He will take the weapons, and he said he'll let you know when he has a catalog for you.
Okay.
And over in the cafe, we have Kaime and Akio, who are due for a rank up. Woo.
We are?
Yes.
It's funny how these things just work out.
Hey?
Now we go back here. These two losers go over here. This loser goes here.
I actually have all my Warhammer building stuff out right now. First time forever.
Oh my god.
I know, right?
I mean, I said at the beginning of this I was building rats, so
All up in his red.
all up in my rat.
I have my lizards built already.
Yes, I've had my fucking Chaos Boys built for a while.
That just means we gotta play soon.
CSM Codex made me want to build stuff again.
Wow. Funny thing is with the fantasy stuff, mine's just wait for the next edition anyway. Because it's almost here.
Yeah. Okay, I want to do this. I wasn't expecting a scene yet. I was actively perusing in my brain what to do for the scene. That I was like, oh yeah, I'll have like 3 more combos out of planet, and no.
Hmm.
So she has a larger pile of papers in front of her. More than she usually has with her when she comes in.
That, yeah, that's a lot of paperwork there. What's going on?
Should I ponder things better for a second? I'm investigating my own stuff as much as I can.
You're investigating your staff, you said?
No, stuff.
Ah, stuff.
My
Even
own
more
stuff.
general.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, yes. What kind of stuff?
Well, that's what it's not really something I'm trying to hide anymore. I'm investigating a old suicide that was not ruled as foul play. It was ruled as suicide, but I think it was something else.
Pretty tough stuff. Yeah. How's it going exactly?
Right now it's dead end after dead end, but I feel like I can make some leeway.
Oh, that's good.
But how about yourself? What do you, how have things been for you?
Oh, about the same since you've last been here. The other two want me to get out of this place. And he kind of like looks at you, like kind of with like a forced smile.
Not too ecstatic about that, are you?
No, the first thing they brought up was a bathhouse, which was wouldn't be my first choice, to be frank.
Don't like the water?
Don't like getting undressed.
That's fair. A lot of people don't like getting undressed, especially in more public areas.
Yeah, especially that last part. Just gotta play it up like he's just like, oh no, I don't want people to see me naked.
I'm gonna have my smart character be like, nah, couldn't be.
Yeah, couldn't
Nah.
be. Couldn't be. Nah.
Alright, you want to get undressed in the bathhouse? Well, there's several reasons. I mean, to be crime group would be one. Nah.
That couldn't be. This is the cat cafe, dude.
It's
though he
No
looks-
way.
He looks like a very intimidating guy. Nah,
He's a misunderstood, rough and tough guy who's never punched a man in his life.
Because I mean, like, to be fair, he's not like your average like good. He's just trying to like play it up and shit. Like he's very just like just stoic, I guess.
Absolutely.
There's nothing really that good of changing rooms there anyway. It's like they never were thought in the design of it.
Never even been inside there, so I wouldn't really know.
I've been once. It's nothing to write home about. Not to like discredit the business.
Small town bathhouse in a small town.
Yep.
Small town.
People there sometimes give you looks, and I've been there maybe once or twice. I think that's enough for me.
Oh, well, fair enough, I guess.
Did they have any other decent ideas for you?
Oh, just stuff like playing pool. You know, things like.
Yeah, I've heard there's some places in town that'll do darts and pool and stuff. If that's more your speed.
It's been a long time since I've been to a bar.
Might not hurt. But of course, don't force yourself to do it.
Well, either I agree or I get dragged by the collar out there, so he just like does like a big like shrug with his hands up.
I don't think they drag you out there. Maybe though.
Blinks.
I haven't really hung out with them outside of obligations either. I've spoken to Ryuzo a couple times, and then I accompanied Hada on a few visits.
Right.
Do you think you'd enjoy going out?
He kind of stops at that and just, I guess, just plainly just speaks. I'd be lying if I say if I said I wouldn't enjoy it. It's just the responsibilities of this place and everything.
Well, I'm sure for that day, Paul could probably take over and just hold down the fort for you.
I suppose.
He'd be more than willing to let you have some time to yourself. Well, not to yourself, but your own, what do you say, outings?
I know he would, that's for sure.
I mean, we also had the bowling trip the other week that we just kind of went on. More stuff like that would be nice.
We'll just see how things go, I suppose.
I said it once, I'll say it again. You have a great business going. Just don't work yourself into the ground.
I try.
Got a lot of people willing to help you.
I know.
I'd offer myself, but I don't know if I could make everything properly. That's about all I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's plenty good enough. And I'll give you one of these here funny. You will get link level 3. Huzzah! Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
Alright. And that should take care of all of that day's social hours. So it shall become the night of November 30th.
Reflecting that's a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a shapeshifter at this masquerade. Heart in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide.
Okay. I shall drag Paul back from the woods. So, with that, we shall transition to the morning of December 1st.
It's December.
It is now December. It is almost the Crimby time.
I should probably ask which week roughly is exam season in for Japanese schools.
That's a great question.
I have no clue. I was gonna go like the second week of December.
Google time.
Goggle.
First term lasts from April to July, the second from September to December, and then the third from January to March.
Yeah, so
And
we'll
then
just call it,
final
like-
exams are at the end of each term, so
Yeah.
pretty much before the winter break.
Mm-hmm. I'll just take note of that for activities.
Maybe God can pick when it is and randomly have Kenji bring it up or something. That he's got exams. Is Kenji in school? I don't remember.
Yep.
Kenji's, me and Kenji go to the same school.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I would say yeah,
I don't know, like-
because
18th to 22nd.
school winter break usually starts around according to this, usually starts around December 26th and finishes up around January 6th.
Yeah, probably third week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, because I think it's normally like 3 days of exams or something like that.
Hi, May's birthday's also this month.
Yeah. Because normally they do the exams, they get them graded, and then they see what they are before they go on break. Because if they fail, they get winter break homework that they have to do. Stuff like that.
Mm.
Not 100%, but
Detail is fine.
But December 1st, the Ryuzo and Hada during the workday, you hear some bumbling around the office of some folks saying that they're seeing a weird spike in Yakuza activity around the area. It hasn't been anything too crazy yet, but there's just a bit more cases relating to Yakuza than there used to be in this area.
Got it.
Duly noted.
Standard workday otherwise, though?
Standard workday otherwise, just something you note, aka the current rumor mill of the office is Yakuza base. But with that, I shall set you free on I'll set you free on your ways.
So Ryuzo gets a text from Hada asking if he can meet him at his house.
Yes. Ryuzo says that he absolutely can do that. I assume, like, for the social hour, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going to the arcade because I have a rank up with Kaime next scene, I think. So I shouldn't show up to the cafe because, rank up scenes. Or am I more off of it?
You're
I need to check in the thing.
You actually are still a little off.
Yeah, sure. We'll go say hi to at the cafe then, because Akio should get an update on the cat at the very least.
All right. So, Paul going to the gym for that sweet convo.
You know it.
And then over here at the cafe, we've got May. You've gone to say hello to Guy May and to talk to Akio about Cat.
Yeah. I'm just popping in basically. I'm not gonna avoid either of them.
And then Kaime, similar situation. You pop in, have a small chat with Akio, and obviously small chat with May.
Yeah.
I will give everyone a +1 convo for doing that jazz.
It's the hey, the cat's doing well. It seems to really, really like me.
And then bam, ba-blam.
Where have you been? Been searching all alone, confessing while alone and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to
And then we'll go here.
where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter.
I don't know how much of a scene it needs to be, but I can give you the basic rundown of what's going on.
I'll at least throw you in back into medium Hada's house.
That works. So whenever Ryuzo gets there, he will notice that Hada looks very nervous and pale, and Hada explains that his uncle has gone past the tipping point and is threatening to blackmail him threatening to give an anonymous tip to the precinct that he has fudged some of the reports to help people get off with lesser charges than they should have, and if he does not help with the upcoming job that he has, that he will go public with that information.
Not a great situation to be in for sure, but with the two of us working together, I'm sure we can handle it.
Yeah, it's definitely not like him to go to such an extreme. I don't know what's gotten into him.
Sometimes when you feel like there's no other way out, you'd be surprised what people will try to do to get themselves out of it. Unfortunately.
Yeah, keep telling him that we can offer him protection and help him get out of this through legal channels, but I guess he feels he's in too deep.
Do you think it would help hearing that from me as well? Or would that just make things worse?
At this point, I think it would just make things worse.
Hmm. Trying to gather my thoughts on it. Hold on. I mean, unless you have more you want to say, then go ahead. But
No, not anything in particular.
that's pretty much it. It just you get kind of the gist from a user that he is down to help, and he kind of stands there and ponders for a moment. You know, you kind of see him thinking out the options before kind of coming to the conclusion that, based on what you said, where you don't think me saying anything to him would really help, or us doing it together, that perhaps we can turn to alternative measures.
After a few moments, I'll give you kind of a puzzled look, and then after a few moments, get a realization. Oh, and pull out his phone and check Tamirez for his uncle's name.
You get a hit.
What would you look at that?
I hate that it would have to come to that, but I don't really see any other option. I mean, he's beyond help. He just won't listen to reason. So
With how we've seen our goings in the metaverse so far, doesn't seem like a bad option to try to set him back on the right path for the better of everybody involved.
yeah, I think that's the best option. Things just seem to be getting crazier in Tamirez, so I don't really want to bring everybody else into this, but I wondered if maybe we should.
I see Ryuza kind of stand or sit and ponder again, trying to consider kind of what's the best way to describe it, like concern of him stating some of these things to the group.
Yeah.
And then before he raises his voice and is like, "Are you sure you'd be comfortable having all of the others around should your uncle decide to spill all in front of everybody? I know I already know a lot of the details, but It's a little bit different with me.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. I think it would be alright if we had Paul at least, but
Paul does seem. Oh god, Paul does seem to kind of keep his nose down and just try to help people. So that's not a bad idea. In the end, I'll leave discretion to you, but
yeah,
I am
we'll,
not bothered if others tag along.
we'll see. I'll give it some thought, and I'll at least reach out to Paul. We'll see about anybody else. I'll let you know when we decide to go.
Sounds good. Just give me a call or come knock, and you know how to find me.
Absolutely.
Ready whenever you are.
Thank you again.
Anytime. And you get kind of a just like a look of reassurance from Ryuzo.
All right, that's about all I had.
Oh boy, alrighty.
Paul maybe gets to hit people with a stop sign. Let's go.
So with that,
Stop at the stop sign.
we have a target revealed. Ooh.
World premiere.
World premiere.
It is up to Hana though. Like honestly, I would consider it mostly in terms of like character wise, because I think strength wise, I think you and I as a duo should be fine.
It's
Me
not
and
as
Kai made targets together, so
Hmm?
me and Kai may handle the targets just fine as a duo.
Sure.
Exactly. So like basically, I'm not saying don't bring people, but I wouldn't worry like we're gonna die if we don't bring people. So
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
pick what's best for your character.
I
I mean,
am.
here, one of our fights was rough. but
I am
still.
going to balance the fight for who's going to be there.
I speak ever so slightly, knowing what I did for my level ups and what Zaris has done for his level ups. I don't think we'll hit any issues.
I mean, either way, you have one of the your team would be one of the healers and one of the DPSs.
Yep.
So
Sure.
You wouldn't be in too bad a shape.
I think I have a heal too in a pinch. I think I took one. Yeah, I have mass cure wounds.
Yeah, so you'd be alright. Alright, so that covers everything for this day. So, I shall move us to the nighttime. And yoink Paul back to the cafe. Hey. And unless anybody's doing anything particular, the night passes by no problem.
Oh, I completely forgot to say it, but Paul's probably going to be making some coffee.
Ooh.
Imagine.
Imagine. Paul make coffee. Poof. It'll be him.
Hit me with the firmest
Survival.
survival.
He's trying to fucking survive.
11. It's alright.
Get some decent coffee.
Kofi.
Let's see. That stacks on to the good coffee you already had. So now you have 3. You have one
Also, it's-
great coffee.
It's really unfortunate. I ran out of glue.
Oof.
You hate
Wah,
to see it.
wah.
I'm like halfway through a big rat.
Oof.
I got him stuck to the base, and that's pretty much how far I could take him.
A completely empty glue bottle right next to me. I think it's empty. Either that or it's dry as fuck. So likewise, unless anybody else has something to do on the funny work day of the Saturday, we shall jump ahead to the social hours again. Roam free. Ooh. Ooh.
Don't worry, it's nothing anyone's gonna see anyway.
Ooh. Triple ooh.
You know what?
Yeah?
What you doing?
I'm gonna go to my own house. And I'm gonna attempt to make curry.
Oh.
Swear to God.
Yeah, I see. Trying to prove yourself after being the only one able to cook it last time.
Yeah.
All right. See what you can make. Roll the survival on the That
I mean,
it's curry. You make a curry.
It's food.
You make some edible curry, and you go from having a 3 stack of curry to a 4 stack of curry. No complaints. It's curry. All right. Let's see here then. We've got
We'll use the tool for later.
Ryuzo working.
I am working, yes.
Well, you get 1,000 gold for doing that. Paul working, or just haven't moved.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the shop while Akio's out. Mind you, did not ask him where he was going. Just
True.
saw that he was going out, was proud of him, and said, "I'll take over the shop."
Didn't ask.
Akio doing the most suspicious secret squirrel stuff in town.
Totally.
Beauty. Probably gone to a karaoke bar to sing Bakamitai.
I love you. No.
Hada at the diner. Let's see. You're not quite due for a level up yet, but you do get a combo.
That's good because I had no plans.
That's good, because neither did I. May getting some more practice in at the arcade. And if I am not mistaken, that should cover everyone. So, without further ado, I shall move us back to Saturday night and bump us, because unless anybody's doing something special on this here Saturday night, I'll bump us to this Monday morning.
Sunday.
Sunday morning.
Like, bro, are we skipping Sunday?
Nah. And before you decide where you're going for your first set of social hours, I will reveal this. And I will let you go free.
This is bait for me, and I'm taking it.
I got a reload foundry. It just broke on me.
Good.
Don't take off my mask, my disguise.
Okay. So,
What?
Paul, you are spending this morning working? Or shall you be?
Yes.
Okay, 1,000 gold, easy peasy. May more practice at the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Butte.
I'm probably going to do both chunks of social hours at the arcade, so maybe I can sort of not spend the entire day in the arcade or something, but who knows.
Fair enough. And Hada having a good time with fish.
Yeah.
+1
Doing some fishing.
combo, and feel free to roll on the fish table.
Well, you know I got it.
You know we gotta roll on the fish table. I will also have fish roll on the fish table. Both got him. Get a mature river eel if you catch it. Alright, you catch yours. And he catches his.
Good day for fishing.
Good day for fishing. Alright. Yuzo and Kayame go to the city.
Not that city.
Kayame goes to an even further city beyond.
I was gonna say, to be clear, we're not going together.
No.
No.
No. And let's
Don't
go.
get your ships, you filthy heathens.
Let's go here for a quick second.
Yeah.
So, you see the old man just vibing at the desk.
As he does.
And
How's it going?
he seems a little happy today, and he's just like, "Oh, it's going pretty good."
Oh yeah?
Yes. For once, my granddaughter took a day off to come spend some time with me.
Oh really?
Yes.
Great to hear.
For once, she was worried about something other than money, and it was this old sack of bones.
Happy to hear. You're off of work.
Yep. It was very nice to see her for a change.
Well, here's hoping she takes a few more days off for you.
Here's hoping. In any case, I'm in a good mood, so I'll offer you a discount on a cage.
I'll gladly take that, I suppose.
You should be able to take any of the two on the end. The middle one had a gentleman go in earlier, but I haven't seen him come out, but I looked in and I didn't see him, so I guess he must have left while I was in the bathroom.
Alright. And then he'll just, take his bat, he gets handed, and he just starts walking over. Looks at the middle one. Walks over. Opens it.
Step on in and roll me a perception.
Come on. Fucking nah.
Ooh.
Oh, they actually it's not bad.
With no bonus. Come on. That's gotta be
No
enough.
bonus.
That's a raw 17.
That is a raw 17.
Fucking raw.
Yeah. You notice a little section of the grass repositions itself. And as you look over, you see him just laying there, having repositioned himself so that he could watch your swings.
What are you doing?
I am observing. Don't mind me. Just go ahead and keep going.
Just looking at him with utter disgust. Just like that pathetic meme. Like, at least from his POV.
Hold on a second. I gotta see if I can find it. There we go.
This is kind of weird. I don't know if I really want you to.
I mean, I guess I can leave if you don't really want me here, but I'm just trying to get a good look at the swings.
Also, what are you wearing? Because he's never met this guy. He's never met him.
This is my homemade suit for performing of hiding arts.
I nearly didn't spot you, to be honest.
That's the aim. But you've got a good eye on
his
it.
chin. He puts a hand on his chin. Why do you want to watch my swings?
Well, as a performer myself, sometimes I'm interested in other acts. Juggling, axe throwing, feats of strength. But I don't really have much expertise with those types of things, so I'm hoping to witness some people using these batting cages today and maybe get a bigger picture of some feats of strength. Or in some cases, skill.
What you're saying is just by perhaps even observing someone's skill set, you could take in the skill set yourself. Away.
In a way, or at least have some guidance towards learning by observing.
Sound too bad, actually. this dumb smile on his face. All right. He's just like picks out the bat, does his thing. Honest, I thought you were some kind of pervert.
Goodness, no. Though I have been called that on occasion.
Hmm.
Can't fathom why.
Never mind. Anyway, very interesting way to learn skills. I never thought about it that way. Anyway, sorry. He goes back to swinging.
He
This guy's
just
got a secret technique.
he just sits there and he observes you, and you get a weird sensation from the way that he's observing you. It feels a little familiar.
Fucking at the end of the batting thing, he gets up and goes, "That's rad."
Yes, I will leave to your imagination what the cactus man says to you when you finish batting. Does he stand up and say that's rad? Potentially. But what you do
Akio
get...
has learned the power of skill set voyeurism.
Yes. Skill set voyeurism has been imprinted onto into Akio.
That's right. Let me tell you.
You know, I'm expecting him to show up with a snorkel in the fishing pond or the bathhouse at some point at this rate.
We have seen him in the water already.
Oh yeah, we did. I almost forgot he already did that.
That's right.
The square hole.
The square hole.
But in terms of the batting cages,
Yes, now let's get the actual mechanic.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna find him next, in the square hole.
in the square hole.
Though he is in fact cylinder, still fits.
Damn right.
Quite amazing.
Also, Akio,
Yes.
it's been a while since you've had that funny little heat move
Yes.
of yours. We haven't really gotten a whole lot of use out of it.
Ah, so now I can sneak up behind people and break their necks.
But
the
as
heat
you remember, there's a key point written into your heat move, which is that this ability grows with you.
Yes. It grows like a flower. Turns the camera.
Shut.
I know you were thinking it!
I know you know I was thinking it. Mike didn't pick me up. I went, hmm?
That's why I said, like a flower. It blossoms and blooms.
I wanted to do that. Oh no. I'm building a fucking snake.
Oh boy. I'm currently growing.
I'm just writing in a little secondary effect for your heat move real quick.
Yes.
Goes first in initiative. Why? Because fuck pals 2. 3. That's the one. That's the number.
You know, I also just had a thought.
Mhm.
What if Cactus Man is the super boss at the end of this?
Oh, so we already know this.
He's been learning.
is.
He's been learning.
He's training.
He's growing. Like a cactus in this desert. Actually, cactus have flowers on them sometimes.
You do.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right, Akio,
Yes.
you have unlocked a secondary effect.
Yes.
You no longer can go last in initiative.
Your heat move now has a secondary effect named Skill Set Voyeurism.
You actually called it that.
After witnessing a particularly rad move performed by a
Wait a
party
minute.
member,
Did you just think of this just now? Where'd you plan this?
I know, I just came up with this just now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, good. That's
So-
even better.
So after witnessing a particularly rad move performed by a party member, Akio will be able to unleash a unique version of its heat move ability, which copies the damage result of said rad move, including crit or weakness damage.
Woo.
Yo, that's rad.
So if, for example, if Paul does a particularly flavored swing of his greatsword,
Mm-hmm.
decides he's gonna crit and hit a weakness with it, and does like 400 damage,
Yes.
the heat move you release with skill set voyeurism will duplicate that 400 damage.
Woo.
Yo, we can chain suplex.
You
Just
could.
like, and then he comes over.
So yeah,
Paul suplexes another fucking spider. Akio comes over. That's rad. Suplexes the same spider.
but this time he like glows when he does it.
Exactly.
This little heat on him.
so
Suplexes the same spider but glowy.
Yeah.
basically, the heat move will now not only have an effect when you do something neat, but when your party members do something neat.
Wow.
It will eat up an entire action, so
Yes.
you cannot
Because
do the funny
Actually-
punch twice thing.
funny thing, this also can also be linked to another Yakuza thing. Because like, I mean, originally this was just like, oh, Kiryu sees someone do a thing, and then he like learns that just from watching it. But also in Infinite Wealth, Kiryu has a funny thing in that game where he can break out of turn-based mode and fucking do that. So I also think of this as that. In a way.
There's nothing that makes me more happy than hearing that Kiryu can break out of turn-based mode and just punch
Yes.
shit.
And you can just play it normally. I'm pretty
This
sure
does
it's
really
like it's like a limited thing, so it also works this way too. So there you go. Plus, it also takes my action, so it's like I'm gonna go now. Fuck this. I'm not fucking waiting. Yes, very red.
It's very rad.
What's the implications if I use a gun move and he says that's rad but doesn't have a gun?
No,
Uh,
what he does is he does a finger gun and he shoots ice from his fingertips.
yeah, he will do. He
Okay,
will
okay,
recreate.
okay.
He will recreate the move to the best of his abilities. And the only thing that actually ends up getting duplicated is the damage number. That was done.
Or like, I don't know, maybe depending on the area, he could find something around the area and then like use it.
That too.
Just-
That it's
could-
kind of like the beast style.
Yep.
Kind of do that.
I like the idea of Paul doing a large swing with his great axe, and then Akio being like, "That's rad," and then just holding out his arm like it's a sword and slashing.
Or he's just like, what's the nearest object? Oh, there's a table. It grabs the table.
Swings it down like a
Leg.
great sword.
He grabs it by like the one of its legs.
Be copying showtimes.
Yeah. I don't think it would apply to showtimes in particular, but
No, probably not.
you could potentially end up with a "That's rad" showtime. So keep that in mind.
Yep.
The double suplex showtime.
You have the double suplex showtime. But yes, congratulations. You now think that watching things and doing things is rad.
See
Yeah,
someone,
that's rad.
see some bullshit going on in the street. He's like, "Oh shit, that's rad." Pulls out his phone, takes pictures. I'll save that move for later.
Why are you taking pictures of that fight over there? Cause it's rad.
I gotta learn shit from this. God, if I even go harder in on this, and then like he actually does that shit where he like takes pictures and he starts a fucking blog about all the random shit he sees. Because that's also Yakuza 3 to 5 thing. That's how he learns new
That's
moves.
rad.
That's rad.
Takes a video of everything, says that's rad.
Sees Paul bust down a wall. That's rad. Gets a sledgehammer.
No. He just breaks through the wall, just sheer force of will.
That's
Just-
rad.
Just absolutely Kool-Aid man's it.
Yeah, there you go. Kool-Aid, man. That's what I was going for.
Oh yeah, that's rad. Okay, so that will square away our first set of social hours for the day. So we'll jump ahead to the second one. May I believe you are planning to just
I'm
stay at the
staying
arcade?
here. Yes.
Beauty.
Don't know what I want to do.
Lamau.
Lamau.
Amo.
Actually, no, I do.
Oh, he's gonna work.
I'm gonna work.
Welcome to the club.
Paul is certainly AFK, so I will wait until
Oh,
Paul
looking for old glue.
Yes, that's right.
He's gonna look for glue that's not empty.
I'm gonna have to buy some new glue.
But what?
I still have some boys to put together.
Yes, like the ones I gave you for the Crimbo.
Yes, I need to put them together still.
Classic.
Who's watching Robo?
I hear Robo.
Hmm?
Robo was leaking through your headphones.
I don't know how. But yeah, I went to go check in.
Very barely.
Yeah, I just put this bow on this snake, and the start of the joint had titty on it.
Pity.
Titty.
I've had Robo
Bones.
stream open since it started, but I've not actually like gotten to see
The side
anything.
Some
Okay.
did not just say snitty.
You know what it is.
What the snitty do?
God.
Alright, Hada.
Yes.
Conversation with the chess park lady.
Yeah.
Hottest becoming a chess grandmaster.
Hada is becoming a grandmaster at chess. Alright, Ryuzo's working. I'll add the money for doing so. Akio is get fast food.
Get fat food.
Oh.
Fat food getting. And then here is a fun one.
I'll leave a scene.
So, you're getting some practice in, getting distracted by Cat. But overall, you've had a good time. You've been there a little bit longer than usual.
Mm-hmm.
When you see an angry-looking individual walking towards you.
May, of course, notices with extreme perception levels.
Yes, you notice. You also notice he is not here for you, and instead seems like he is here for Mariko. As he basically just looks at her and is just like, "Do you know how long you have been away? You've been out all day. Get your ass home."
I mean, the very first thing I'm gonna do is just gonna straight up incite them to try and guess, like, it's probably her parents. What else can I tell?
Go ahead and throw an insight in there.
Because I can just say, with 15 from rolling something like a 4 still.
You can gather, I'd say with a 15, definitely family member. Old enough that could be dad, but young enough that this could be, this also could be an uncle or maybe even an older brother with a significant age gap.
Hmm. How's Marco reacting?
She doesn't really seem like she's got much fire in her eyes for fighting back. But she kind of just stands up and says, "Sorry, Renzo, I'm coming." Then she looks at you and says, "Sorry to cut it short, but I gotta go."
Good luck with your family stuff. Hope nothing bad has come up or whatever.
She kind of just looks back and says, "If I don't make it to the tournament, win it for me."
What do you mean if you don't make it to the tournament?
I don't know how this is gonna go, and I don't know if it'll be over before the tournament is, so.
Probably can't keep you long to find out what's going on now, but message me or something, or see you hopefully again soon.
Okay.
I basically give something because, like, to try and not get her in extra grief from hanging around when she's being dragged off, but, like, I'll follow up.
I'll send you a text when I get a chance. And she moves on out. And the name that she said sticks in your head.
Yeah, I only got the first name, though.
You only got his first name.
True, but I know her last name.
But you know her last name, which if you put together Yukawa Renzo, you can assume that would be his name. However, obviously you have no details yet, so I imagine it's not your first idea to toss it into the navigation app, but if you think it would be,
Probably-
you can try it now, but
I mean, if I can take a second insight as she's being dragged off, because I kind of did the first one just as they showed up to try and like.
yeah,
read
you
who
can
that
you
is.
can toss a second insight.
Let's see what the overall feeling or sentiment is. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I can do this. 1 second. 18.
Yeah, I'd say that's enough to tell that you can tell that he didn't want her playing the games and seemed like he was willing to go through any effort to make sure she doesn't play the games.
Like he's literally here to just steal her from the arcade because he doesn't want her playing games.
More or less. I'll probably wait to hear a message for like. Hopefully, I get something. All right. And with that, I believe we just need Paul to find some glue and come back. And tell us what he's doing today. I guess we can do the follow-up text that you get later.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a text from Mariko and it says, "Sorry about that. That was my brother." And essentially what you get is a little story about how every time she gets close to competing in a big event that could potentially bring some sort of success to her name, her brother always finds a way to interfere like this. So she thought maybe this time it would be different because it was such a sudden tournament, but in the end he ended up finding out anyways and managed to find out and interfere again.
Unsurprisingly, this is setting off massive warning bells and warning flags for May.
Very much so.
And considering May's one solution to problems so far, she will pull out the app and check.
You pull out the app and check and you will get a hit. Old Tamira's target pops up. So... I shall mark that in the arcade social link, and you more or less get I'd say a quick description of Mariko was born quite a bit later than her brother. And the brother kind of hasn't really accomplished much with his life yet. And every time she starts to excel at something that would make her stick out, he kind of nails her back down. and kind of make sure that she can't stick out with any achievements, even if they're as superficial as video gaming.
Cue impending doom.
You betcha. Aside from that, you exchange a few words and go back about your day. So with that squared away, Paul.
I probably give some
Yes.
offer of. Oh, sorry. I probably give some offer of help, even as simple as help you sneak out or something.
You
Like,
could have-
I'm not going to tell her I'm going to do the metaverse thing, but I will say, like, I can give you a hand if you need it.
We will thank you. Probably riddled with emojis and abbreviations.
Yes.
And
May is an expert on sneaking out, so.
it's true.
I mean, obviously, metaverse is the actual solution, but still.
Yep. But still a good thing. Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So Paul,
Yes,
did you find some glue?
I did not.
That's unfortunate. Well, glueless, what would you like to do with your Sunday afternoon stuff? Because as of right now, you're at the cafe, but you can still move somewhere if you wanted to go somewhere.
Well, joke's on you. He's gonna stay at the cafe and try to make some curry if it's available.
Oh
Ooh.
boy.
High or low?
Let's go high, but no one is here, so let's hopefully not burn down the cafe.
That would be nice.
No.
Well, conveniently, there's no ingredients to burn down the cafe with.
Damn. Coffee it is.
What kind of coffee we gonna make?
Pretty damn good coffee.
Hey. That's looking like another one of them great coffee teas. Beaut. Alright. So, with that settled, we will send her to the night of Sunday. Alright, I say night of Sunday, but the night passes pretty uneventfully, and we can transition to the morning of Monday, which I'm going to give out the plus full ones for our work/school folks.
That
Because
reminds me, did you do Saturdays?
I think he's doing full plus ones weekly instead of having the halves.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the full plus ones. Unless you're at a half, and it would make up the difference of a social link.
Basically, you're gonna do away with halves.
I'm gonna do away with halves unless it would make a difference.
Okay.
In this case, none of them make a difference. Okay. So, with those, I'll put us on Monday's free time, and you are free to go as you please. Hada to the city?
Yeah.
Monday.
Bear with me. I want to check some social links.
And of course, as always, if anybody wants me for anything, just let me know.
I'll stand at the cafe.
Convo 10 has to be the link up for May Kaime. I think.
Is Paul staying at the cafe? Is that the plan?
Yes. He is staying.
I don't have anything specific in mind. We just have like depressingly low social link. It's not even level 3.
Okay.
See, okay, I need to get social link with Hada because we're at link 2 plus 3.
If you got something you would like to do, let me know. I'm happy to do whatever.
Ryuzo and May is link 2 plus 5. I just have no clue what a scene would be.
Is everyone where they'd like to be for today?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alright. So Ryuzo, you've come to talk to Paul.
Up to you if you think we need to actually do a scene or not. Is pretty much, I don't really have a big plan. Small talk, compliments on the tea. We're not even link level 3.
Will you be leaving Akio to do his business as he works?
Yes, unless Akio is trying to, like, you know, walk up and talk to me while I'm talking to Paul. Otherwise, like, you know, I say hi, but nothing really convo worthy. No, my goal is chat with Paul, even if he working somewhat.
Okay. That is the case, then. I'd say. So, Ryuzo and Paul, I would say, unless you have a specific idea for a scene you wanted to do, I think it's alright to just throw the link up because you're not even link level 3 yet, so.
Like I said, if you want to do a scene, I'll do it, but we're so low, it's pretty much just going to be like, how's it going, Paul? Like, have some of the tea. This is great. Idle chat about tea. Tell them everybody at the station loves it.
At this point, there'd be no point in doing that.
I know. That's what I mean.
You're not getting a new ability, you're just updating to have that link between you.
Pretty much, yeah.
'Cause the identifier is already coming from your different links that you have with other people, so it's like you're at the level where you get an identifier. Woo. So I'll go ahead and give you the whole bibbity bobbity boo, and then with that happening, Akio,
Yes.
you get to work. You get some money.
Let's go. It's my favorite thing.
And then Kaime Mei,
Mm-hmm.
you have cracked the puzzle. Congratulations. You have arrived. If you would like to do any music shifting, feel free.
No, the trauma's done. We don't need.
The trauma's
trauma.
done. I imagine you don't need dramatic music or anything anymore, but
Let me look for a second. Let me see if I can find.
If you want to pull music, go ahead. Especially if you want to do any more specific things.
I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it always be burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter.
Nothing that I can find imminently, so.
fair enough. We can stick with the old beneath the mask. Alright, I will set you free.
So May's coming as usual, now sporting a cat. And I'd say overall May seems more peaceful, more relaxed. Because, I mean, you've obviously seen how she was before, but she seems to be doing overall better.
How's the home life been? Now that you're on your own.
It's been sinking in. Took a bit of time to get used to it. Quiet, unsurprisingly. But now I've got some company. Petting
Yes,
the cat.
I think having a pet would be very beneficial to you right now.
She's been great. Akio helped me when I found her out in the rain, and she hasn't wanted to leave my side since.
Everyone deserves to be happy nowadays,
Agreed.
especially after what you've been through.
Not a personal thing, but found someone else having some issues that I can't talk. Found someone else having some issues that could use some metaverse resolution. Could use a hand with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Someone close to you?
May fills you in a bit. Yeah, I met a girl who's at the arcade all the time. But long story short, her brother every time she's about to do anything noteworthy or like make any sort of progress or something, she's getting shut down on it. It's kind of, you know. I've done a very poor job of explaining what's going on.
And
Yeah.
you already have a target?
Yeah, I've got a target. Got a hit.
I don't see why we couldn't go after them and check things out. Besides, we're not just in this for ourselves.
Yeah. But, I don't know. It's about it on my end. Can plan to go for that tomorrow or something, or sometime soon, preferably, because this is immediately come up blocking a upcoming tournament for her, and it's just the latest in a string of things like this.
The only
Oh.
days where I'm overly busy is Sunday.
Oh. How's stuff going on your end?
It's... Well, what to say, it's no surprise that no one ever found anything. But I'm still not gonna rest.
Find any leads yet, or still digging?
Still digging, hopefully I can hear something from anyone soon.
Hmm.
It's been weird to be back there, though. Trying to lay low while I'm there.
Why do you need to sneak around?
Not necessarily sneak around, but some people don't accept the results of the court. And so they'll choose to blame me for it. It is what it is. Some people just won't see reason when it's staring them in the face.
I mean, I don't exactly have anything getting in the way of me offering a hand.
I mean, if you want to come down, you can. I mean, not really much happening there, though. Hopefully I'll find something soon.
Might be a fun trip. Break from stuff before get busy for exams and stuff.
You might be right, the city's very nice, it's just not somewhere I would want to spend too much time.
I mean, understandable.
And maybe if I can dig something up with this, maybe I can spend more time there. Find proof that I wasn't involved. Because in the eyes of some people, I'm still guilty.
I mean, some people, I don't know if proof will change anything, so they just want an excuse.
My aim would be to see if I can push it off of accidental or suicide. There had to have been something more.
Like, yeah, if that's what getting it off you is more of finding the actual cause and finding proof, which will, of course, get it off you.
Myself comes secondary in all this, though. I might have promised a shadow that I would look into this, but
Hmm.
it would help his father too.
Yeah. Have you tried talking to Igor? I don't know if he'd know about a specific event, but it's a chance. If they're suspecting the metaverse, I mean, who else would to ask?
I never really considered that, actually.
I doubt he knows everything that goes on in the metaverse, but where else are you gonna get a lead?
Somehow I just feel like even if he did know, he wouldn't tell me. Seems like a very secret-filled fellow.
True, but he might let something slip.
It wouldn't hurt, I guess.
If you've
Or
got
wouldn't
enough,
try.
if you've got enough uncertain things, I can probably catch a little bit if you got enough to work with.
Yeah, I'll take you with me this week if you want to go there.
Worth a
Mm.
shot.
You can see what we can unearth.
Yes. Me and my plus 11 insight and literally having a lie detector ability
Yep.
can probably get something. Where is it? Where's the feature that I... Yes, I literally have.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I literally have that. So it's not quite reliable talent yet, but still. What is that? A 19 minimum.
Yep. Ain't bad.
So actually, it's more than 19 because I also have guidance, so it's at least a 20.
Just hoping we can find something.
Yeah, well, won't know until we try.
First, we need some sort of lead.
Have you found anything? Have you got anything suspect yet at all?
Only the old school, but that only goes so far, and then any culprits could have been graduated already.
Well, let's see if you've got at least a few bits to try and narrow down if we probe Igor.
Maybe I'll stop by tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, will that be everything for the scene?
I think so.
Alright, in that case... Alright, a feature that is usable once per round for any players that are at link level 8 with another player. When using Baton Pass between two players that are link level 8, the second player will get a free Baton Pass whether they hit a weakness or not. So, if you are Baton Pass 2 by somebody who has link level 8 with you, and you don't hit your weakness, then you can use up the party's once per round ability to Baton Pass anyways.
Cool.
Do you have to attack?
Yes, so essentially if you
So no
hit...
using like concentration and then baton passing.
Right. You would
It has to be
essentially if you were fishing for a weakness to get another Baton Pass and you don't hit the weakness, you can still Baton Pass.
Does making a melee attack count as fishing for a weakness?
I would say
physical-
Hada.
yes, yeah, as long as you're actually attacking.
Yeah.
Anything,
Yeah, I think that should just be the distinction. An attack.
anything
Nope.
that would have given you a baton pass, if they had the right weakness, or even anything that can crit, will still cause a baton pass.
It's pretty good.
And as a above board little note for players, until we hit a specific point of story, I will be locking off links at link level 8 just so that we don't power level to 10 so easily.
That makes sense, yeah.
Probably still get conversation points going up, but it's,
Yeah, you can get your conversation points up if you'd like, but the actual linking up will be locked.
With everybody or between party members? I'm fine with either. I'm just curious.
Everybody will be locked at link level 8 until we hit the point in the story where I say, okay, it's unlocked now.
Got it.
everything's just capped at 8.
So no bum rushing Cactus Man.
No, well, you can bum rush Cactus Man all you want, but you won't be able to go past 8.
Just can't get the super personas immediately.
Pretty
Unfortunately.
much. It's a lot of it is to make sure that you can't get awakened personas just yet. But then also, some of the NPC skills are pretty boosted at link level 10 as well. Not to mention, link level 9 is pretty boosted. So, entirely just to make sure that there still remains some challenge while the game should still be challenging type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, essentially, think of it as your party's legendary reaction or legendary resistance.
Mm-hmm.
In a weird way, where if you didn't get the qualifications for a one more to get another baton pass, you can use this to get it anyways. Now, mind you, if you hit it, you don't get the choice to make it go off unless you don't hit the weakness. So
Does
it's
a miss work? Like if you attack and then miss, can you baton pass still?
yes. Yeah, I'll say it still works on a miss.
Oh, there you go.
Especially since we're considering abilities that can crit as well. But yeah. But it has to be after you've been baton passed by a player you're link level 8 with.
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay. And with that, I'll jump us back to the town map as that wraps up off screen. And that should cover everyone, unless Hada wants to reveal anything crazy he's doing in town, but
No.
We're good with some Secret Squirrel stuff for now. And we'll transition to the night time.
Just unimportant personal stuff.
I'll assume that the targets aren't going to be ready till next session anyways.
They are not, no.
Cool.
However, I do have a little something to address before we... one last thing to address before we end for the night. May.
Mm-hmm.
Do... Oop. Gotta get the song change going. May, you go to sleep.
Okay.
And you wake up in the Velvet Room.
I'm in the Velvet Room. Okay. And my cat's in the velvet room.
And your cat is in the velvet room. So you wake up in Igor's tent with your cat on the table.
Okay.
And no one else is here. It is just you.
First action insight.
Go for it.
Just gonna go, what the heck's going on here? 15. Not very good roll. Bad rolls this session, but still.
You can mostly gather, it seems like you're about to be presented information. And,
What
you
have I done to get your attention?
You see Igor, and he's just like, apologies for startling you, bringing you here on your own. We simply wanted to speak to you about your furry friend here.
Yes, she's been rather nice.
Yes, and as we've noticed, she's rather fond of you and rather stuck with you. And we couldn't help but worry that such a friend in such a close proximity might get dragged into the metaverse with you.
I mean, it was a concern, but the other cats in the cafe never came, so...
The other cats in the cafe were less attached during your transitions over. Whereas this one almost always is in physical contact with you, if I'm not mistaken.
She does like riding my shoulder.
In such an event, were you to use your transportation app to travel to the metaverse, you would take her with you, and, well, not being able to awaken to a persona wouldn't stand much of a chance of defending itself. But we had agreed we would help you out, and it would be a shame to let you take a friend in and give you no means of which to defend it. So, I am going to place a charm on your collar of the cat here, as he pulls out this little charm, and he puts it on the cat's collar, and you see the cat disappear. Ah, perfect. I shall hand you the matching charm, as he hands you a small little charm that matches what was put on the collar.
Mm-hmm.
I have essentially banished your cat's physical form from the metaverse and similar locations, and given you a way to summon its spirit with you. If you would be so kind as to channel a desire to see your furry friend into your charm I've handed you. And on your character sheet, if you would be so kind as to cast Find Familiar. As you cast Find Familiar, once again, the cat appears. Ah, perfect. You've succeeded in summoning the spirit of the cat rather than its physical form.
What does that mean exactly?
It means a number of things. One is that your cat is safe. Should this spiritual manifestation of the cat take damage and eventually succumb to said damage, instead of truly succumbing to that damage, it will simply wake back up in the real world and wait for you to return. Though,
That's good.
I suppose it's only a couple of seconds between when you enter Metaverse and when you return, so it'll wait a couple of seconds before you return.
Mm.
But it also comes with a few benefits, such as being able to use your persona to interact with the cat spirit. You'll notice something you can do now is, within 100 feet, you may speak telepathically to the cat. Let's see. Essentially, everything is explained to you is fine familiar. Communicate
Yes.
telepathically. You can make it disappear and reappear within 30 feet of you. You can send it back to the real world by doing the part where you permanently dismiss it. And you can cast touch spells through your cat.
I don't exactly have any touch spells.
That's fine.
Is guidance touch?
I think guidance is
Okay.
touch, actually. Yes, guidance is touch.
Oh, cool. I can cast guidance.
Yes, you can cast guidance through the cat.
Yes, the guiding powers of cat.
Yep. So essentially, that is more or less the case.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, now should you move into the Velvet Room or the Metaverse in general, you will not have to worry about your cat's well-being.
That's good to hear.
That is all we needed you for. You are now. We will send you back to your sleep. Just do make sure the charm stays on the cat's necklace, otherwise it won't work.
Good thing she's got a collar.
Alright, well, I have a feeling we'll be seeing you again soon.
Before too long, yeah.
And you'll go back to your sleep as normal. And that will be a good place to call session.
Cool.
So yeah. I'll go ahead